So with the South Node in the first house, we're talking about leadership qualities. We're talking about independence, freedom. This is first house territory, and it sounds good, right? What's wrong with having charisma or with having the freedom to choose what direction you're going to take your life? And as we know, with the South Node, we're always looking at something that went wrong, a wound that you carry within. So what do we do about this? How do we fix it? So the first step is, of course, becoming aware of those scars, the imprint of this wound on your soul. Now, with the South Node here, this person was free to make choices. These choices had to be made decisively. It's very likely that you faced circumstances that demanded quick action, but you didn't have enough information to be absolutely confident about the outcome. You probably seemed very strong and resolute. Remember the leadership qualities of the first house, but your inner reality was often very shaky. You needed to make life-shaping decisions without knowing if they were right or wrong. Now, let's not forget that leaders have followers, right? And these followers were obviously dependent on you to make the right choice. So there's a lot of pressure. Now, he or she can be impressive, radiant, but there's this self-contained quality about them. It's as if no one on the outside can see the inner processes, with any clarity. You seem transparent, but in a way you're elusive. Now, to take it a step further, our biggest clue lies, of course, in the North Node. And here, the North Node is in the seventh house, the house of marriage. When we get into a relationship, there's a lot of freedom, precious freedom that we give up. So another scenario that we might imagine with this person is that when they had to choose if to enter a committed relationship, they chose to go it alone. And often there simply wasn't a strong enough partner to hold up the other end of the relationship. We can imagine this person in a relationship, but feeling very lonely in it. There may have been a dependent partner, a dependency that was either emotional or practical, as in a debilitated partner who needs to be constantly taken care of. Remember that the South Node has to do with our conditioning, and this person has the ability to take personal responsibility. There's this natural authority and a compulsion to take personal responsibility for any situation, so that the delicate interpersonal balancing act of partnership wasn't available. Back to the issue of leadership, it's also quite possible that with this nodal configuration, this individual had significant rivals, enemies, or competitors. And here we would look to planets in square or in opposition to the South Node for more details. So what is the healing process? What is the energy that needs to emerge in this lifetime? What do you need to integrate into your consciousness? With the seventh house North Node, we're not saying that you have to get married, but the evolutionary intention lies in the direction of partnership and cooperation. So that's the intention, but it will be countered by a pull, because we're always pulled towards the South Node. There will be this pull towards self-sufficiency, caretaking of others that you think need your care, your advice, your leadership. And you might find yourself in these insulated positions of authority, maybe clueless isolation. The North Node is foreign territory, and that's why it's hard. But what you are learning is to listen to another person, and maybe an even more challenging thing that you're learning is to allow yourself to depend on someone, to surrender to partners, that they're strong enough to take care of things sometimes as well, or choose partners who don't need your constant help. Okay, the core evolutionary issues have to do with trust and commitment. Many of your natural goals in this life can only be fulfilled in partnership, a situation where each person has talents and skills that the other one lacks. So finding a balanced relationship, it's all about that equality, that harmony, because the seventh house is correlated with Libra. We need to find a relationship where we are different, but we're equal. And that is the cutting edge of your evolution. That's where your great work can be done.